Not when you go from being a view to begging for views and now all you have is bills and babies. Can you say Briana?
Latex World 17. No drama, all facts. A truth teller supporters are appreciated in Latex World. It's all love.
Now what we gonna do here is scroll Bree's Instagram, okay? As you can see, this is Briana. Scroll, 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 scroll. Okay, these is the videos that she put up since she's been with the moose, okay? I'm going to show y'all my point of view. We're gonna get into the fact of how sis video views really ain't hitting like that, okay? We came back out. Now we clicked onto the video. Now watch the views. Look at the numbers. You see with the kids, it get numbers. Look at this video. Look. Look at the numbers. Remember, we solely looking at the numbers. Nothing. Bullshit. That's the one with the kids. See, people like the ones with the kids. I even like the one with the kids. Look. Views on shit. Views. Shit. Views. Shit. Remember, this is how she get paid. And if the views ain't hitting, baby, that mean that them checks ain't really hitting either. Okay? I don't know if she trying to create a different image for herself on other platforms. But look at her views since she ain't been with her husband or doing no drama. It ain't hitting on shit. These views ain't nothing. Unless she's showing her babies or her moose knuckle. That's the only time she get views. Look at this. Trash. I'm a regular person that's a content creator, right? And on my regular page, not even my content creator page, I get more views than that, shouty. I thought you was Big Bree. These some little ass numbers, honey. Look, moose knuckle. She showed the moose knuckle. She gets some numbers. Look, when she naked, she get numbers. Naked. Some numbers. Not even numbers on that. Look. The proof is here. The proof is here. The views ain't hitting on shit. And it's ever since she ain't been with her husband. Okay? When she posts the kids here and there, people may support and give a like here and there. But other than that, look at these. When they say karma will be your best friend, that is definitely what they mean when they say it. Because listen, when you do no good, you get no good. And this situation has definitely turned out no good. When she was with her husband, it equaled millions. When she got with the moose, it equaled no views. How you make it the custody court before you make it to the justice of the peace? How he take you to one court before he take you to the other? They should be right across the streets. They normally close to each other from what I've seen. So you mean he skipped over the justice of the peace and went straight to the custody? When you thought this ninja was gonna be some heat for the streets and he just turned out to be some shit, baby. They're all gonna laugh at you. Now, I'm going to be honest. Tay is going to be honest. The way that we got here is through the factors of family content. And this is just not the family that we was expecting the content to be content intent from. So, yeah, Briana, it's seeming like your run is done. Sis was asking for TMZ, Shade Room, and now the only thing she could get to do is no view. Girl, I know you missed this because we sure do. This is when we got a prediction or a vision of a family from you. This is what you call family orientated. You was married to a man that took pride in loving you and your children. And now you got with somebody to become a side piece. Okay, when you was married. Now this man couldn't even take you to the justice of the peace, but he took you for custody and rights for his babies. I don't care whether it was to legitimize himself. He couldn't go to the same court or another court and make you his wife, so that way them kids wouldn't have been made out of wedlock. Let me tell y'all what's funny, but it's not funny. when you have a baby for views and then you try to keep them and hold them in, from the public, and then you think you're going to release them like you Michael Jackson, and it's a fail. A major fail. What people thought is not what they received, especially not in this situation, baby. A person thought that they was doing something by replacing another person, but the only thing that they did was in their career.
Won't take you for granted, appreciation. Latex World 17. No drama, all facts. A truth teller supporters are appreciated in Latex World. It's all love. About a lot of world. Hey, I've been good for my words to the key of life. Let me tell my soul a sham, but the sea of life. I mean time with the face, I'm a peer side. I be sending me either sides, I'ma speak tonight. Lies rushing on my head, his feet, I come right away. All these slipping up and tellers, wanna tend to know it. On a try to my.
Now, as you can see here, the views is not viewing. The views is not viewing, okay? I don't know if y'all noticed that Briana rarely goes live on Facebook at any point in time. She really don't, which is crazy because at one point in time, that was her biggest money maker. But being that she went over there and caused such a big situation with the negativity, unless it has something to do with the drama, people are very rarely viewing it. So now that made her have to go to other platforms where people, I guess she thought didn't get to see her do wrong and try to change her image. But even with the factors of that, she has not got those views back. Take them with the receipts. Everything I say, it's a receipt for, baby. In these receipts that you can see, you see family orientation, baby. Since this girl been with the moose, she has to take separate family pictures. It's her and the kids. And you rarely see him. Even if he is within the picture, she don't show him. When she was with LaTruth, she was proud to get those views off her husband, boo-boo. As you can see in each picture, baby, Robert was comfortably in each and every one. Even though a person is no longer with Robert, and I know he's happy about that, it's not hard to look back and see where a person was and now where they are at. When she was within the factors of being a wife, she had an actual life. Now, outside of the factors of being somebody's maybe, the only thing she had was 2 new babies, which is crazy for me because if you're a Bible pusher the way that you are and you follow the word like you say you heard, right? Didn't the Lord say don't be out here fornicating and making babies out of wedlock? So ain't that the first thing that you disregarded when you read it? You sinning, and then try to make it seem like you are a victim when you are a villain. Now, throughout this journey, we got to meet small Robert, medium Robert, and big Robert. We even got to meet Robert bald and meet Robert with hair. But throughout the scenario, the only way we met Briana is the same way, apparently. And that's Briana the lie, Briana tell lies, and Briana don't do nothing but lie. There was no change, guys.
Latex World 17. No drama, all facts. A truth teller supporters are appreciated in Latex World. It's all love. About a lot of world. Hey,
You see the difference? It ain't me saying it. You can see it. Look, the photo is right here. Now you are the photo poster child for what you've been screaming for years, which you wasn't at the time, and that is a single mother. Now you are by yourself with children, like the little old lady that lived in a shoe that had so many kids she ain't know what to do. A half a dozen is what they call you. And at the end of the day, this is kind of sad to see you even go out this way. But you thought you had a plan and it just blew up in your face, friend. Now only thing you got is extra children. Yes, BB, bills and babies. That's all you got, a little bit of extra. Ain't no extra business. Ain't no extra glow up. Ain't no extra growth. There's nothing extra, but you did the most to make it seem like it was going to be. Now are you happy with the outcome, baby? Haha.
He ain't cute. He ain't cute. And I hope them goddamn kids don't come out looking like him.
Hold on.
Because then I'm just going to have to just not look. Okay? He ain't cute. He ain't cute. And I hope them goddamn kids don't come out looking like him. Because then I'm just going to have to just not look. He ain't cute.
Oh, we will never hear her make a video bragging on Jarnell like this. No, we won't. We heard her say he was a big pepper, but we won't never get to hear her say, cause my husband, my king, okay? And every chance I get, I'm gonna put this in the video because I think people seem to forget how a person even get where it is that they at. Did people forget that? But anyway, let me remind you, in case you forgot.
Not the man that wants to support you like my husband, because a lot of people were saying, oh, she talking about her husband. No, baby, let me tell you something. Let me make you eat your own words, baby. Let me tell you something. When I met my husband, I have stated this before, and I was working, and my husband said, no, I want you to stay home. I want you to, stay at home and take care of the kids. In my state of mind, in the beginning, I thought that was control. But let me tell you something. My husband did not want me to stay home with the children to control me. My husband wanted me to stay home because it made more sense for our family. It made sense for me to stay home and have my own business, which is what he has helped me get today. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even have this fan page. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be making as much money as I am making. That's a king, okay? When he come into your life and upgrade you, not downgrade you and try to control your every thought and your every move. So when people kept saying, oh, that's she talking about herself. No, baby, because I am where I am today because of my husband. My husband upgraded me, not downgraded me, not controlling me, not nothing. I do what I want to do when I want to. Okay? He don't control me. So I was you and try to control your every thought and your every move. So when people kept saying, oh, that's she talking about, I was talking about the type of man that wants you to stay at home and he wants you to do everything he wants you to do. He wants you to think the way he wants you to think. He wants to control your every move, your environment, your friends, your talk to. That's the type of man I was talking about. Okay?
And so, this man she describing is Jarnell. That's the type of man, okay? Want to control you, don't want you to talk to nobody. Oh, okay. Hey y'all, it's your girl Tay with the T, and you know you gonna get them sips from me. It's YouTube's favorite unicorn, baby. Let's definitely get into it. Did you miss me? Because I definitely missed y'all. Now let's definitely get into this display. You know, the display is definitely dumbass Bray. And I say dumbass Bray because you definitely have to be some type of dummy to do what people fight for in life, and that's actually get right, to throw it all away for somebody that doesn't add up, baby. We got to see this woman in a relationship, a marriage ship. She had a husband, okay? She decided to throw all of that away because she thought that she had became bigger than the play. And in replacement, she tried to put a moose that liked to dig up his nose and play with boogers too. She put this relationship out to the internet as if it was going to bring in the views, and the relationship turned out to be nothing but doo-doo. And in the factors of the doo-doo, we all got to see some shit, and that's exactly what it turned out to be, and that's what she get. On top of all the things that we have seen, the children have played the back to everything. It's been nothing about anything other than the factors of this man. And I really don't see him as a prize, friend. Right now, the only thing you've been left with is bills and babies. We no longer get to see the activities that we used to see when it comes down to the factors of a husband loving his wife and family. We don't get to see you get the flowers, the romantic dinners, the hugs, the kisses, the love that you used to get. I know you missing. Down to the factors of the family pictures. You taking pictures like you a single mother now. How you go from being whole to being half to being basically or having nothing at all, if you ask me, because at this point in time in the situation, the only thing you've been left with is bills and babies. There is no growth. Where you used to get the most of your promotion far as on Facebook, where your husband brung you out to, okay, you did so much dirt on Facebook, it has tarnished you. People no longer check in if it has nothing to do with drama, friend. I mean, some supporters drop by from time to time and may drop a like or a heart on the kids' pictures when you drop it. And I think you was going to other, how can I say, social media sites for people or with people that you didn't think knew the topic of you lying on your husband, but your views ain't hitting on shit. The only thing that's keeping you relevant is the content creators over here talking about you and your non-existent content. Because outside of the factors of that, you're seeming very irrelevant. You're not what people are checking in for anymore. There's so many things that has happened in between that you lost your trending. You're no longer trending. You're just a topic. Not a trending topic. A topic. You remember that girl that Robert was married to? Remember how she lied on that man and tried to destroy his career? That's how people now describe you, my dear. You have become a liability instead of an asset. And when you become that, you become hard to work with. When people see how things turned out and the person that you actually were, people stirred away from you very fast. Very fast, to say the least. People don't like dealing with liars, baby. But I had to put this content in here, these receipts, to show people that we don't be delusional or bugging. I know how we got where we are today. And if you didn't see it, then I put it in this display. But the reason for me putting this display out there, baby, is to show that a person is definitely settling for less when it comes down to the situation that they were in. And if a man can't keep you higher than you was, or at least where you at, you played yourself for that, because only thing you did was take in another kid. Now you the little old lady that lived in the shoe, that had so many kids, she didn't know what to do, have a half a dozen and don't have a clue, and then had the nerve to add on an extra one too. Anyway, this is your girl Tay. I don't know if you missed me, but I damn sure missed y'all. Now I'm back, baby. So make sure y'all do that, all three. Do all three for me. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, baby. You know how it goes. Your girl Tay is on that KK chase. Help me win this race. Don't forget to make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Keep Tay alive. This has been your girl, Latte World, and you already know what it is. And I am what? Is out.